Hi, I'm riding Tessa, a 4 or 5 year old Morgan mare who hasn't been in work very much since she had a foal. I wanted to do a voiceover because a lot is happening, and there's just no way I can do subtitles that fast. Here I'm doing just a light fleshy doigt as she is young and extending the neck, important for higher necked breeds like Morgan's. What I believe is very important for Tessa at this juncture is the extension of the neck, the basic things like counterbend turns right here, control of the shoulders, and I added shoulder in pretty early on because her hindquarters are quite weak. And I know that shoulder in, even if it's not perfect or academic and ideal, can really help to build up the musculature and the coordination of the hindquarters, which she needs very much. It is really interesting to me to watch her right here in this shoulder in, how challenging it is for her physically. You can see her having to put quite a bit of effort into articulating the shoulder in with the shorter kind of labored steps behind. So even at the walk, this can be a very positive and challenging gymnastic, followed by a neck extension for both relaxation and for alternate position of the neck. And the same this way, it's just a challenge for her. And so overlooking work at the walk, I think, is a mistake. We take them to the trot and try to do shoulder in right away, and it can be very much too much when doing it at the walk is such a physical challenge to them. So I want to teach them in increments that they can succeed at. And we don't want them to be body sore and we don't want them to be frustrated. So you can see that a more progressive step-by-step approach is more fair to the horse. Here I'm doing walk-trot transitions mainly for her balance, because she tends to have too quick a tempo at the trot and her balance shifts too far forward. Some of it is emotional. She has a lot of emotions going on. She's very forward in her thinking, kind of when in doubt, let's go forward. And so walk-trot transitions helps to maintain her emotional equilibrium a little bit, as well as help her with her balance through the transitions. These kinds of exercises, when focused on, may seem simplistic or thinking, how can this be effective? But helping a horse that has come into training and is not strong and has some, kind of a jet fire emotions, these things are what can help them learn, and they can stay within what they can tolerate. So you can get farther faster by helping them where they are rather than taking them too far forward too fast. Here I'm doing some counterbend work at the trot, taking her over both shoulders. So that time I was over the left shoulder, now I'm coming over the right shoulder. Changing the weighting of the shoulders not only helps with mobility, but can also help them to slow the tempo a bit as they realize I might change the balance. Here I do some shoulder in work. My expectations are not high. I just want the gymnastic effect. She doesn't have to do it perfectly. I just want some repetitions of the hind leg, inside hind leg swinging under in a 2-beat gait. Yeah, not a lot of that. She's not ready for a lot yet. Same thing, a little bit on a straight line. Again, it does not need to be perfect. It's just a gymnastic to help her start getting stronger. The angle is not as much important to me as that she tries, get some repetition with swinging that inside hind leg under. And then a bit of a break from that. Her neck extension at the trot is still a work in progress, obviously, but that's something we can continue to build on, not a problem. Shoulder in this direction, we have some challenges that she wants to come too far over the right shoulder and she fades from the wall. But again, this is early in her program, and mistakes are going to happen, and I'm not going to ask for more than she can give. She'll develop in time, and time and repetition is what she needs. And so now again, trying for a little bit of neck extension, which she struggles with at this point. I chose to take a walk break here because if I put the trot work and the canter work together without a walk break, she thinks canter when we're trotting, and her trot tempo gets more quick and more anxious. So I try to keep those quite separate in her mind to gain as much relaxation as I can for the canter work. Her canter is quite lateral as just its general nature. Doesn't mean we can't improve it, because we can. But I want to keep her as relaxed as possible in this work. And here you can see that the canter is lateral, not a great quality canter at this point. But trot canter transitions are what I'm going to use at this point to help her to first be able to articulate the canter without a great deal of emotions. I think that's the first step here. Improving the quality of the canter will come with time and education. And my phone ran out of batteries before I could record the other way. I did go the other way, but it didn't get recorded. But that's where she's at, a young horse, very early in her program. I think this is important.